Talk Real Estate, the best real estate show on Omega Radio. On this show, we give you insights, yes, insights into the real estate market here in Florida. And as well, we invite you to allow us to help you navigate the processes that are involved in buying, selling, and investing in the real estate market. I am Bishop Mark Hardy of Coldwell Banker, and with me here in the studio of Omega Radio are the dynamic duo from Century Point Lending Solutions. Yes, Tanya Palmer and Earon Lee. How are you guys?
Good morning, good morning. I'm well, so I hope everybody's doing well on this very, very great Monday morning. Tanya here.
Yes. Good morning, everybody. I'm happy to be with you again. Mr. Mark, you sound bright and chipper this morning. Must have had a great weekend.
I know.
Indeed, we had a tremendous weekend in church. Yesterday was awesome, and we are glad to be back here this morning to continue the journey of helping our Floridians and those outside of Florida to acquire a home right here in the Sunshine State. You know, guys, there is a verse of scripture. As a bishop, I have to come with a word from the Lord. There's a verse of scripture coming from Proverbs 13 and verse 32 that says, "A good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children."
I love that one.
This verse of scripture is speaking about building generational wealth. Yes, and I'm sure that if we are going to break the cycle of poverty in our family line, we need to begin now to acquire and build wealth.
Yes. No matter how you slice it, Mark, I don't know, you've been around maybe 2 days longer than I have, but I don't think they have created any new land.
Certainly not.
Okay. So in order to break that curse, we always say, it's best to purchase your piece of the rock now, so that you can continue to build upon that, not only just build on it with the house, but build upon that financial aspect of it as well, too.
That's so true, because there is nobody who is considered to be a wealthy person who doesn't have real estate as a part of their portfolio.
Well, it's usually the very first investment that someone who comes into money does. It's the first transaction, the first thing. If someone wins the lottery today, Mark, what is the first thing they're going to go out and do after collecting the money?
Yes.
They're going out to buy that house, that dream house, right?
Yes.
Next may come the fancy cars and the airplanes and stuff like that, but the house is always going to come first.
And it is necessary. Yeah. You need a roof over your head.
Absolutely. And this is, I think, we're diving into one of the main topics here is why should you even own real estate? What is the purpose of owning real estate? And it's definitely because we want to, as you said, that term, build generational wealth, right? Mm-hmm. But you're building it not for yourselves, but for your children. Yes. As they're coming along, as they're coming up, right? So we want to make sure that people understand that. And here at Century Point is, we're offering the lending in order to get people into those homes. And what is our number?
It's 954-890-4320. And again, guys, you can find us on all your social media platforms at Century Point Lending. Sorry.
We inevitably, if you were to sit down and take a serious look at your life, coming from your great-grandfather to your grandfather to your father, many of us, particularly those who are immigrants from the Caribbean, we see a pattern of poverty. May I say to all of you out there, it is time that you shift the paradigm. It is time that you break that cycle of poverty over your family for the ensuing generations. And the way to do that is to seriously look at the safest and the most rewarding form of investment, that is real estate.
You know, Mark, you say that, and I think us being from the Caribbean, right? Every time I go back home, there's this one piece of land that happens to be very near to the Ocho Rios area.
Yes.
Okay. And it was land that my grandfather had the opportunity to buy when he was younger and working. And he chose not to buy it because he felt it was too far from where he was raised. Okay. That land now sits one of the most popular hotels in Jamaica.
Wow.
Can you imagine if he had paid those shillings for that piece of land back then? So he
Yes.
missed an opportunity, guys. So what we're trying to say to you is don't miss your opportunity to own and start your generational wealth for your family. You know, my grandfather did it, and hopefully you guys aren't going to let that opportunity pass by for you and your family. You know, Tanya always talks about it too, you know, buying your first home. You know, coming here as immigrants and that chance to buy a property, oh, we want the single family home. But we never stopped and thought about the possibility of buying a multi-family home, renting out one side, living in the other, and letting that mortgage help us pay for where we were living, and using it as a stepping stone to invest and, as we say, build that generational wealth. You know, guys, these are some of the things that we missed out on younger, and we don't want you to miss out on it. So give us a call. Let us talk about it. Let's discuss what you want to do, what your path forward is, and how we can help you get there.
The way to do that is to begin the conversation, as we have
Absolutely.
always said on this program. Call me, Mark Hardy, at 786-327-8844. That is 786-327-8844. We want to help you to begin to build that portfolio. There are many ways to build generational wealth. First of all, it does not begin with generational wealth. It begins by you.
One person in the family making that sacrifice to take that chance.
Yes. And you would be surprised when you start. I was with some folks on Saturday evening at a function. I was talking to a woman. She is, what do you call it? HAHHA. Yes. And many of you out there, you know exactly what. Home health aid. And I said to her, do you have your own home as yet? She said, what? I don't have one. I have more than one. And already you get that energy coming out of her as she started to share with you her story. She began with an apartment. And from that apartment, she built equity that helped her to move into a single family home. Now she's a multiple homeowner.
And that is the way to start. You know, people always have that fear of, well, I can't buy anything because I can't qualify for the $500,000 home. If you're looking to build wealth, if you're looking to just start, there's nothing wrong with starting small. You know, when I first bought my first place, I started with a townhome, actually a condo. And as you gradually increase, and that is what you do. And, you know, again, guys, it's really just starting. There's no need to say you have to start with a big single family home. You can build up to it, because trust me, the one thing about real estate is it's ever growing, because you're going to buy that first condo, and guess what? In a year, you're going to buy that single family home. And that year is going to go by very quickly. So we want you guys to start building your wealth.
You know, you guys are talking, and the only thing that can come to my mind is a saying that my grandmother used to say all the time. One cocoa full basket.
Yes, sir.
And you cannot get that basket full until you put that first cocoa in there. So the condo is that first cocoa. The townhouse is the second cocoa. Then you can fill the basket by the single family house or the multi-family house, or, as the young lady you were speaking with over this weekend, multiple single family homes.
Yes.
So this, as Mark, you say it best. It starts with the conversation. Sit down, talk to somebody like ourselves or Mark, and explain what it is that you're wanting to do, what your goal is, and let us guide you to get there.
Call us. Call me. 786-327-8844. You know, I got a call. I can call her name, Sharon Wiles. Sharon was listening to the program last week. She said to tell you guys, awesome program.
Good morning, Miss Sharon.
Sharon.
But she called me to say that someone in Jamaica is coming up to Florida and want to begin the conversation. Yeah. You are listening. There are listeners all over Jamaica. Persons are planning on migrating. We can talk with you. Call us. Let us begin the conversation.
Absolutely. You know, we met with a young lady yesterday afternoon for an interview to fill a position that we have in the office. And one of her concerns is exactly just that is, you know, we want to sell our condo that we have and buy a single family home. Now, I'll tell you the story about this young lady. She migrated from Jamaica about 3-4 years ago. After 1 year of being here, she was able to purchase her first condo. And now that condo that she purchased 2 to 3 years ago, that condo has over $100,000 in equity.
Wow.
Okay. So the conversation now for her is not trying to buy the first one, is how to leverage this property that I have, whether I'm going to rent it and buy something else, or I am going to just cash out my equity and make a very sizable down payment on my single family home. So guys,
and that's a good problem.
That is a good problem to have. And I feel good because this young lady started that process with me with the condo, and now she's back ready to buy the next property and also considering working with us. So guys, this is what we do. This is how we try to help you guys to build that generational wealth, get you started on the path for success. Give us a call. Please, please, please don't let this day end without giving us a call. 954-890-4320.
And if you're not calling, then something is wrong. So guess what? You need to call us.
Yes, yes, you need to call, because right down in your gut, down in your very soul, you know that you need to begin the process. We are looking at your goals, your vision, and ultimately the legacy that you want to leave behind. The legacy to move your family standard of living from where you have found it. The journey of 1,000 miles begin with the first step. And you need to make that step. You know what that first step is? Give us a call. 786-327-8844. Come on, write down the numbers. 786-327-8844. Live direct line to me exclusively.
Hey, Mark, I'll give another quick story before we run out of time here. So I was contacted this weekend also by a realtor, another realtor that we work with, and she has a set of clients who they're looking to purchase a property for mom.
Ooh.
And that actually ties right in with the upcoming Mother's Day weekend coming up. You know, but that is something, you know, again, go back to us coming here from the Caribbean. There's a lot of us where our parents came here and sacrificed, worked their butts off, 3-4 jobs so that we can have an opportunity and an education or even be in the position we are now. So that is something that can be done. You guys can purchase properties for mom. Okay, in your name, the whole 9 yards, and help her out, even in 55 and older communities. And Miss Tanya specializes in that part.
I do. I love those.
So let's give her a call today, guys. 954-890-4320. How wonderful would it be to put mom in a house for Mother's Day?
Yes, yes. And having made all that sacrifice that she has made. And when you look at mothers, special. They are special. Sunday coming is Mother's Day.
Yes, it is. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. We love you. We love what you do.
Yes, indeed. And you probably won't be able to close for Mother's Day, but you can begin the process if that is the desire of your heart.
Well,
Please.
it is possible. We do have a record of about 5-day closing.
Wow. So it is to identify
It is
that
still
property. Give us a call, 786-327-8844.
And 954-890-4320. Find us on all your social media platforms, Century Point Lending.
Yes, and we are here. Yes, the real estate talk show, best talk show on Omega Radio when it comes to real estate. We're here every Monday morning, 8:45, and we look forward to working with you towards that accomplishment, that dream that you have as you build your wealth and your family's generational wealth. See you next week when we come back for another time, and we are going to expand some more, give you practical ideas on what to do.
Absolutely. Have a great week, guys. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
That was Let's Talk Real Estate. Join us again next Monday at 11 a.m. for another informative program in the series Let's Talk Real Estate.
That's right. You're just tuned into Let's Talk Real Estate with Dr. Mark Hardy, Tanya Palmer, and Earon Lee right here on Omega Radio. You can catch Let's Talk Real Estate here every Monday from 8:45 till 9 a.m. Keep it locked in and don't touch it down. Don't go anywhere. We got more coming your way here on the Station of the Stars.
International presents Prophetic Conference 2023.